Yesterday we stopped where we finished from explaining the bank slips, correct? Yesterday
Yes, yes.
we see one transaction collection, I think, and we see the generated GL slips from this bank slip collection. That yesterday also I told you that this collection meaning not exactly what in the collection in ARB slips for GL. When saying collection, that means the another side will collect from bank. Okay, same here. We collect money from bank, but the money is going to box from bank. Okay, my friend, don't forget that.
Yeah, okay.
Also, we have another here transactions. We can make payment to the bank and we can do our daily journal exactly as the ARB slips. No need to create another slips. Okay? Is this clear, my friend?
Yes.
Now we will go to the safe deposit and safe deposit transactions. Before going to the explaining the transaction of the safe deposit, we will see how we can create safe deposit. In definitions, here we have a safe deposit. From here we can, from safe deposit browser, we can create a new safe deposit. What inside of this safe deposit? Here we can write safe deposit. What the meaning of safe deposit? Mr. Samit,
Yeah.
what the meaning of safe deposit here?
Like we can say an account wherein we can have some deposit.
No, not like that.
Okay.
Safe deposit mean cash books transactions.
Okay.
When
Perfect.
you
Fine.
need in your company to do some transactions directly with cash.
Okay.
Maybe
Is this a
you
petty cash?
sell some products with cash money. From here, you can create any transaction directly with cash money.
Is this a petty cash?
Pretty cash, exactly.
Okay. So this is a basic
Safe deposit mean pretty cashes in another
petty cash.
softwares.
So can we call it as a cash in hand account?
We can call it, no problem. But here
I
in
mean, just to understand. Just to
our system,
just
it's name safe deposit. We can create here cash on hand, not cash on hand, cash, pretty cash. That the
petty
meaning of
cash.
pretty cash.
Petty cash.
In which organization unit this pretty cash is founded, and we can create here GL connection for the safe deposit. We can link this pretty cash to cash accounts. We explained this before. This cash box, copy the code here, copy the name of the cash box here, then save.
Cash box is basically cash in hand, right?
Yes, yes, exactly, cash on hand, cash box. But here we have another things inside the company. You can create, depending on the cash on hand or petty cash, we have to create collection points. Here we have here payment collection point.
Okay.
After you creating the cash on hand, if you need, we can change the name depending on what you are using the names, my friend. Here it's save deposit using some countries using some different names, cash on hand, like that. Then inside the cash on hand, you can create what payment collection point. The meaning
Okay.
of payment collection point, as we know, inside the company, we have, in normal case, we have cash books, main cash books. Okay, maybe we have many points about collecting and payment. Maybe we have some sections or department in the company as direct sales, credit sales. For each one, we can create payment collection, what? Payment collection point. Maybe we have, if we go to the company selling the cars, maybe we have international sales, where maybe we have internal sales. Depending on the sections, you can create many points of payment and collecting. Okay, is this clear? Is this clear, my friend?
Yes.
What?
So this payment, can we just show how we do it? Because we can, I mean, I got the conceptual understanding. I mean, how to, where to use all this.
Inside the cash box, after we defining here the cash on hand, we can go the attachment here, payment and collection point. Inside it, you can create many points, no problem. You can create here direct sales box. Example, organization is not the same of organization. Warehouse, as we can insert the warehouse from here also as default value, but it is not important. If you leave it, no problem. The currency of this default currency of this collection point.
Okay.
And we have as bank here one option to block if the cash collection point, if it be credited on the balance. Okay, well, then we can save it. After we saving it, now we have a direct sales box. Maybe we have also, I will create the next one. Maybe we have a credit sales. We can leave as it. See, we have now 2 point collection points. After that, we can do our transaction in the transaction and save deposit transaction. From here, when you inserting you need to insert a new slip. See, when we pressing to this, here the safe deposit slip asking us to insert the collection point. See, we have to choose which collection point linked to this transaction. We will choose the first one. Automatically coming that this checkpoint is belong to the safe deposit one. We can insert, if we have document number here, we can use the auxiliary code and username, and we can choose the department here. Then we can press continue. After we choosing the continue, safe deposit slip will coming to here, but it is not a normal slip. It is collecting of slips depending on that day. Okay, collecting depending on the date. From here, after you entering to this window, we have table here. From here, we have a lot of transactions that you can do inside this safe deposit slip. As example, you can create ARB collection. If you do the ARB collection from here, what does this meaning? It's meaning that you will insert the money, that you will take the money from ARB and you will insert it directly to the cash books, cash on hand. Okay?
Okay.
Or you can pay money directly from the cash box, the cash on hand to the customer. And you can deposit money to the bank. You can withdraw bank and also money from bank to the cash box. You can collect money from GL also. See here we have two transactions associated with the general ledger also here. Besides that, we have also money transaction for safe deposit. You can insert safe opening slip for safe deposit. We have as debit, as credit also. We have remittance transaction between two safe deposit. Also, we have here safe deposit exchange rate. We will talk about this maybe later.
I had one question.
Yes.
I don't know, probably I'm not able to understand. We have one account cash in hand, right? In our GL.
Yes.
Okay. And then we are again creating some name as safety deposit, and we are, I mean, having the point of collection for that as a direct sales box. I'm not able to understand why are we doing this. Can't we just create easily? The easiest way is create one more GL account and then you tag that particular. I mean, you select the account in daily journal collection ARAP slip. Why we have to create safe deposit for it?
Yes, my friend, as I told you yesterday, because this software is ARB software. What the meaning of ARB software? What the
ARP
meaning
is
of
an
this? That
enterprise
the main
resource.
meaning of the ARB software, it's to make every department in the company work individually without depending
Okay.
on the another department in the company, because maybe the company very big, maybe the accounting department in one building and the another sales department in another building,
Mm-hmm.
so the
Okay.
employees not seeing each other at all.
Okay. Okay.
So that maybe the collection point
Mm-hmm.
you can find it in another building, and another cash, also another collecting point, you can find it in another organization unit, correct? So that we create this functionality on the every department to be work individually without depending on the another department. But
Okay, but
but all of these transaction, what we do in different departments generate GL and going to the accountant to go the accountant department. So
okay,
that everything it is under the finance control. Everything in the software
right,
under the finance control.
right.
Okay.
Right. Okay, okay, I understand. Tell me one thing, but if I don't use this safety deposit, okay, for me, for my company, okay, I don't need the whole ERP. I am using the software to manage my daily transaction. Do I need to create safety deposit, or I can manage at the GL level? If I don't have that huge, my organization is not that big. I want to manage it at GL level. Can I do it, or do I have to create safe deposit mandatory?
Oh, this this question is coming to us very much. My friend, we can you can do that by GL, but you will lose a lot of benefits from using the software.
No issues, no issues. I mean, I don't want. I mean, I understand we have more functionality based on this safe deposit. There would be more, where we can use safe deposit in different different processes. We would be using this. I completely understand with the, we giving whole finance module to some to some company, to some our customer, and he using a financial package at his to run his financial stuff. But I just wanted to know that our system is flexible. If I use directly GL, I can work, right? I don't need to exactly create safe deposit. If I am not you, my finance department is not that strong. I have very limited people resources available in my company, so I don't need to create all this. I don't want to use much more functionality in logo, but I just wanted to manage it at the GL level. Will that be possible, or is that the restriction we have in system?
You can do it, my friend, but you will, as you told you, we will lose a lot of benefits from using this. Many
All
reports
right.
here, many
Okay.
reports.
Okay. So, okay. So you when you say there are many reports, so that means a number of safe deposit, like you have created a deposit for direct cash, and there is one credit, right? To deposit safety deposit we created, right? Am I right?
Yes, when you're
So
creating safe
for
deposit here, my friend, all
uh
your GL that you will create there in the GL modules in general ledger automatically will go there, correct?
okay,
So
okay.
why you need to don't use the this modules here if
No, I mean
you will get the same result and you will got a lot of reports.
that was my question again. I mean, see, when you say that why I'm not using safe deposit, my question is again, why should I use if I'm getting at the GL level? I can get reports at GL level also, right? If I want to run a report for XGL, like we have created cash in hand, direct cash. Okay, so that if I create name one more GL account with the name of direct sale box, I create one GL and I can run report for that also, right? What extra benefit I'm getting with creating safe deposit? What is additional benefit I'm getting?
Yes, I understand you, my friend. I explaining this to you because I am also you can do it, no problem. But see, I will see with you the GL reports. See here as example, if you did here, if you open one chart of account, if you open one account as the cash books here, See what the reports that you will got from here. Nothing. It is very poor in the GL transactions.
Okay,
Okay?
okay,
Very poor.
all right.
Only you have extra report here. Where and you can see the transaction and we have extra
Info, okay.
here, extra report, and you
Extra.
have some reports linked with this account. You haven't a lot of reports
Okay,
that you
okay,
can get if
all
you work from here.
okay,
You have a lot of reports linked with cash books. Okay.
all right.
But
Okay.
if you want to work from general ledger directly by generating the GL slips, you can work no problem because but
No problem.
you can create two GLs from expenses to cash books or from like that.
We
Create.
can't create. We
But
can't.
also, if you didn't use the safe deposit, you will not have also the benefits about the ARB slips. If you don't
Uh,
use safe deposit, you will not be able to
mm,
use ARB slip. You will not be able to use two bank slips. You will not be able to use cash books, the checks.
why? Why I will not able to
Because
create that?
because everything is linked with ARB when you generating these slips on the safe deposit or on the bank slips, all of them linked together.
But it
So
is linked to GL, right? If I create ARAP sleeve, so it is connected to my two GL accounts, right? One is customer GL account and one is where I want to cash put it in cash in hand,
yes, yes,
right?
but see, my friend, if you have one account for customers, okay,
Okay.
this is this account is customer is a general account for all our customers. Okay, you have a lot of ARBs linked with GL account customers.
Right,
Okay,
right,
when
right,
if you go to the GL, you create one GL slips from customers to cash box as example.
right.
This transaction will not affect to the ARB. To which ARB this transaction done? This GL will be useless.
Oh, is it so? Why it will be useless? There will be no record for ARAP?
Yes, because you generating one record and you moving the customer account that linked with a lot of customers, correct?
Right, right.
So
But
if
then
you
it
go to
doesn't create a customer-wise ledger. It doesn't create any customer-wise ledger when I create an ARAP sleep.
what, my friend?
Customer-wise ledger is not maintained if I create ARAP sleep.
If you create ARB slips and this ARB slips not generate GL slips, you will not be able to see in the general ledger reports.
But like okay, but if I create ARAP sleep, it will generate some GL, right? Why it will not generate any GL? So it will. You are saying that it will not generate GL for that particular customer or particular ARAP, right? This is what you are saying.
Yes, if you make one GL slips and you move the customer as a total account, this total account will not affect to the all ARBs.
Oh my
Because
God.
for to which ARB you move, you have to import, you have make one transaction and select which ARB you need to move it.
Right, right.
Then
So if
then
you go
this
to
transaction
ARAP,
will generate GL and move the customer account.
but then where we need this safety deposit? We don't need any safety deposit for that, then, nah?
Yeah.
Probably I'm really sorry because I'm not that good in the finance module, so my understanding might be, I might ask you stupid questions, but seriously I'm not able to link it and connect this all together. So, I mean, if you can explain me, that would be really great.
I will ask one question, my friend. If you need to collect money from one customer,
Right.
collect money directly from one customer.
Right.
In the finance module, you go to define one ARB that the customers that you have, correct?
Right.
Then you
Right.
need to collect directly. What should you do?
There will be, I will connect that ARP to one account. That would be like a customer account or something, customer collection account or control account, something. I
Yes.
will connect it to GL connection, and then I will use this customer in ARAP sleep in collection. I will select the ARAP, and then I will select the cross account where I am putting the cash in hand. I will select the cash in hand. So my ARAP is selected, my cash in hand is selected. So if I save this, the GL will be generated, right?
Okay, correct, my friend. Right, right.
So if the GL is generated for that particular whatever connection I have done in ARAP, there will be one entry for that account, and there will be one more entry for cash in an account. This will be like two entries, right?
Yes, correct, my friend. You can use
So
it
here where
like that, but if you did this transaction, if you do this transaction from safe deposit, it will be correct also. Sometimes some companies, my friend, some companies uh, need to make all cash on hand transaction in one place. In one place, they want to know. Some companies, when you go to the some companies, when you told him you have to go to do ARB slips, then you have to go collection, you have to go all this transaction, he will tell you take your software and go away. But here,
okay,
from safe deposit transaction, you can tell the customer, you can insert all your cash on hand transaction inside from one place. Okay?
okay,
All
okay,
your
okay,
transaction, no need to go another transaction. Only go to here and do all your transaction from one place. This is
perfect.
the
Okay,
benefit
no problem.
of from using the safe deposit.
All right, all right. I got it. I got it. Okay, no issues. Perfect. I got it. I got it. There's functionalities which have been there for safe deposit. If I don't use this, then there will be loss of it. And then I mean I can't directly create from ARAP sleep. I can't directly create an direct cash stuff. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it, Mr. Milan. No issues. Perfect. I understand. We can move ahead.
We will continue safe deposit transaction. What from here? Safe deposit. Safe deposit transaction. I will go inside this safe deposit. From here, as I told you, inside this also you can create what? See, you can create ARB collection directly, and all your transaction will be collected here inside in the same place. Because also you are accountant, so that you like to work on the GL also, but some companies who is working on the cash point or collection point, maybe he don't know anything about the accounting. You can learn him how it's working from here. Here, creating invoices, creating transactions with simple way. Okay, then every transaction will go to you by GL entry, GL
Uh,
transaction.
from here we can create invoices also.
Yes, you can create sales invoice directly from here. Invoices. You can direct purchase invoice. If you sell anything with cash directly, you can create from here, from cash box. You can create sales also account, wholesale invoice. See?
Okay.
Created
So,
invoice.
Mr. Bilal, tell me one thing. Now I'm probably able to more connect. From this daily safety deposit slip, this is basically, I mean, I will tell you first normal thing what we do, that we first create invoice, then we create ARAP slips, and then we connect it to the invoice through debit credit tagging, right? But here you are saying that if I create daily safe deposit slip here, and if I create invoice from here itself, so my collection and my invoice is automatically tagged to each other, right?
Yes.
Is it true, or
No
I'm
collection though,
just
no collecting here. No, here, one transaction. If you do a purchase transaction, the
yeah.
entry that will be generated from here, from the cash box to what? To the supplier, as
To
example.
the supplier? Okay, okay.
Direct.
So we don't need to create ARAP slip for that payment. We don't need to create a payment for that different payment. So using this purchase invoice only, I have done the payment also. Is
Yes,
it
correct.
right?
Correct.
Oh, because normal traditional way, what we do, we first create purchase invoice, then we have something in balance we need to pay. We need to create a payment for supplier, right? And then the slip is created and the amount is deducted. This is what happens. Or
Yes,
this remains.
because my friend, but I prefer this way in work. You have to create invoice, then if you create the payment to this invoice as accounting logic, it's more good than from this way,
Okay.
working in the safe
But
deposit. Correct? Because
but is my understanding correct
because
that this take care of both process, or is this only one step that we just create invoice?
yes, as you told me, you need to when you if you need to work with good process, you have to create invoice. Then you collect the invoice by collecting the invoice. This is
Okay.
a good process. But
Okay, but
from here, if you're working from the safe deposit, you will lose the another transaction about the collecting the safe deposit.
so that's good. This is my easy task.
Easy task, but
So it's really
you will lose something in the
I'm
reporting.
reporting. All right. I will lost in my reporting. Okay. So you say I will lost in my reporting. Why it doesn't create two entries for me? Invoice and collection together with this
For this transaction, only create one transaction, one
one
NGL
line,
transaction, so that
one entry. Oh,
will be difficult to understand some transaction in the reporting. But if you take care and you know what you do, you will be able to understand everything in the safe deposit.
okay. All right.
Here
Okay.
also in the safe deposit, I will continue. Here we have to link with for to which GL also. Don't forget this. It's very important to generate GL. After that, let us to create another transaction. Maybe we will create invoice. Let us create invoice, sales invoice as example. We forget to insert the warehouse. Let us insert one material. Oh, this material is tracked. Okay, and this invoice, we will save it. Like that, we have two transactions. Now we can close it. Then we can change the status of the save deposit. Then we can see the GL that generated from this transaction. We have some you can double click to this.
Is there any error?
This is error
Validation.
by Turkish language. I will take picture to this. 1 minute, my friend.
Okay.
Because our GL connection code not inserted correctly, we will face a problem like that. We forget to link. No, we create GL connection code for maybe a problem in this ARB collection. Compliance, save, select. Okay, save. Maybe the materials not linked to the GL connection code. This client not generated or linked it to this. Material, we're using MT2. Maybe it's not linked with GLC, not linked with GL connection group. We don't create before. I will create one. No, new materials. Here, for this material, you can insert all connection group for purchasing this material and selling this material. Here we are selling this material, so I will create sell GL account code. For selling the GL account code, maybe we have in Turkish. You haven't one account like that. I will select one account like that. I will name it as sales here, no problem. Close. Then we can select it here. We can select them from save deposit. We can select now the price 100. Save it. After we saving the opening, oh, we forgot this also. We have to insert all of this transaction to 0.04. If we have payment transaction, he will use this GL slip type, and if we have collection, he will use this GL slip. If we have general ledger, like that. That is the meaning. When you inserting the save deposit slip, you have to select all of them 04 type. Close. Then we can see the GL. See here, if we have two transactions, one of them debit and one of them credit, here before you going inside this transaction, you will telling us we have two slips, two GL slip, one of them debit and one of them credit. Okay, you can then insert inside to which one you want to see. Okay.
Okay.
See, this transaction is generated one transaction with 500 going inside the cash box. 1 minute, my friend. I want to bring some water. So we will continue. I'm back.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Can we continue?
Yeah, you can continue. I'm here.
Yes, I will continue.
Yeah.
With this, if do you have any question about safe deposit?
Not really. I mean, I'm clear with safe deposit concept. It's okay. So you have any question?
Like that, you can did everything in the safe deposit, as I mentioned. The important thing in the safe deposit also to create the remittance. Don't forget like this also. It's very
Yeah,
important. We
remittance.
have remittance here between the safe deposits. Like that, it is a very easy thing. No need to take a lot of time to explain.
Bilal, can you explain what exactly is remittance?
Remittance is like transfer slip in material. If you want to transfer one material from one store warehouse to another warehouse, what you did, we have transfer slip here.
Correct. Material.
In material slips, we have a transfer slip.
Correct.
Exactly like that. If you want to transfer money from one cash box to another cash box, what you did?
Okay. So for that it is used?
You need to use these slips to transfer money from one cash box to another cash box. Okay?
Okay. So that is why we use remittance.
Yes. For that, we're using the remittance transaction.
Okay.
Now let us go to other thing. We will explain now the checks, correct?
Okay.
Okay.
Now we will go to the checks. Here for checks we have one document. I will share it with you 1 minute. Now can you see my screen?
Yes. Now it is.
Yes, we can
And
see.
can you see the Jaguar screen also, my friend? Now if I am sharing two programs here, one of them Jaguar and another this Paint program, what appear in your screen, my friend, now?
Only paint program is appearing.
Bank transaction diagram.
Okay, okay. I will explain it from here, then we will make one example in the Jaguar.
Sure.
Okay.
We are in the system, my friend. We tracking the check movement with two ways here. We have checks. If the checks coming from the customer, depending on the invoice or another thing. Also, we have internal checks. We can tracking also these checks that we use internally and we give to the suppliers. Okay, so we have two types of checks that we can follow up. The first one, customer checks. The next one, company checks. Okay, here.
Okay.
Company checks and we have customer checks. What the difference between of them? As I mentioned, The customer checks means the checks that coming from the customers, depending on the invoices or another things. And the company checks.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
We missed that. Yes. Hello.
Hello. From where?
Hello, Mr.
Yes, Mr.
From we different different this checks, like customer check and company check, and then you can proceed ahead.
Yes, we have company checks and we have customer checks. The company checks is our checks inside the company. Okay.
Okay.
The customer checks is the checks that is coming from customers.
Okay. Against invoices and all.
Yes, from invoices or depending on the invoices or another thing. Maybe you can check from the customer depending on the service or another thing. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So you can follow up, you can tracking the checks depending on these two types of checks. We will explain before the customer checks. We have here one diagram explaining on our system how to which slips you can use depending on transferring the slip from one side to another side. When you receiving a slip from the customer, receiving check from the customer, the first thing we put it in portfolio, correct?
Okay.
After
Okay.
that, for that we can use the slip, this slip, customer check received. The number of this, we have also every slip. We here for the check slips, we have a lot of slips, so that because we show you this diagram to be not losing the what you have to use, which slip that you have to use. Depending on this diagram, you can know which slips that you can use to move your check. Fourth thing, you can use the customer check received, the number of it 01. Depending on this slip, you can put the check inside the portfolio. After that, you want to send this check to bank to collect it, correct? For this purpose, you can use this slip. Check issued to bank for collection. Okay? After using this slip, the check will be inside the bank. After that, we will receive from the bank that this check is collected. We can use this transaction collected at bank to finish the transaction cycle life of this check.
Okay.
Okay. See, we will do one example. If the check returned from the bank, we can use these two slips from here. Return from bank to portfolio. Or we can use it, you can make it in another transaction as it is NSF in the bank.
What is NSF?
NSF, what the meaning of NSF? That's the meaning, how I can tell you.
Bounce check?
What?
Is it, I mean, type of check bounce?
What, my friend?
The check got cancelled is what NSF means. Okay, check cancellation or check return.
Yes, exactly like that, my friend. When you go to the bank and you need to what? You need to collect this check on the bank, then you haven't balance on the account of this check.
Okay. We call it check bounce.
That meaning this check is NSF check.
Check. Okay. We call it bounce check. Check is bounced. Bounced back.
Bound back like that, yes, my friend.
Okay. So this is only one. This is one document we can create, right? Which is return from bank to portfolio. Once we receive a return of check.
Yes, we have here. You can also return. We have here transaction.
And recoverable.
Irrevocable, yes, irrevocable. Irrevocable, I don't know what the meaning of this. Maybe you know, my friend, what the meaning.
Recoverable.
Yes.
Recoverable.
You can back also the check from, you can return the check from bank to portfolio. Then you can also from portfolio, you can create Jira to another customer also.
To another customer.
Jira, what the meaning?
What is GR?
Jira, what the meaning of endorsement? You can endorse this Jira to another customer. Okay? See this line? You can also endorse the check to the ARB. Okay?
In what situation we do this? What scenario? Which scenario we do this?
Maybe you receive one check from the customer, $100. Okay? And you need to you have also one supplier want from you $1,000. Okay?
Okay.
You can pay to him this check. You can endorse to him this check to this supplier to take his money. That's the meaning of endorsement.
Oh, so we use the check which is given by ARP1, and we give the same check to ARP2.
Yes.
Is this the scenario? Am I understanding right?
This is the meaning of an endorsement. You can pay your invoices with another checks. This is the meaning of endorsement.
With another check or with the same check which is received from ARP1?
No, the same check that you take from the ARB. You can receive a check from ARB and give to another ARB.
But we receive the check in company's name, right? And then our own company's name. Then how can we use the same check to give it to some another customer to get it? I mean, I didn't got it.
Here,
how you
here's I don't know if in India not founding transaction like this, my friend, but here in Turkey, in Arabistan, in another country, if you have if you need to endorse one check from one customer to another customer, only you go to the back of the check and you can write your information and you can sign to this check. I will endorse this check to this customer. Then you can stamp it. Then you can go as another customer, another ARB. You go to the bank. You can tell the bank, I need to collect the check depending on this endorsement. No problem.
So so there is no, I mean, I don't know how the checks are there in Turkey. When a customer signs a check, there is a name to whom he need to pay the check, right? And his signature, the customer's signatures, and the name of whom he is paying the amount. So this is how check is there in Turkey also.
How what? The sound is cut.
Hello. Yes. Are you able to hear me? Hello.
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Yes, I was saying that in India, I mean, I don't know how it is there in Turkey. In India, how it is, we have a check where customer writes the name to whom he's paying, he's issuing the check, and he signs his own signature on the check. But I mean, I don't know how you work. I mean, because there is X person who is fixed for that particular check, and how do you use exactly the same check to some another customer who is issuing him? I don't know. I mean, how it is processed in Turkey, because India we have a single name which is written. We need to deposit in that particular name account. If we give it to some another customer, he can't take that amount. He can't use that check and get that amount. This is how is there in India.
But if you write in the back of this
Hello.
check, if you write by
Hello.
heart to the back of this check and you stamp it, this check is taken from me and give it to another ARB. If the bank see this stamp and this signature, he will approve this check. He will.
Okay.
So it's the same
Okay.
as the check, but it's coming from the another customer. No problem.
Okay, okay, okay. No problem, no issues. That is probably followed in Turkey. We need to check it in India if it is if this scenario works for us. We'll
This,
check it.
this is working in Arab countries also, my friend. All Arab countries, you can endorse your check from
I
employee I mean,
check.
one
I will check it.
ARB to
I
another
will check it.
ARB. Okay, bro.
No issues. I will check it in the Indian scenario. I will check it because I am not that well versed with financial stuff and instrument this check and bank slip. So I will get someone who knows more about this and I will get this clear. No issues.
Okay, okay, bro.
Yeah.
Also, we have another type of checks that the checks that we have in our company. So that we have checkbooks also here. We will see one example about this also. We can insert all of our checks books here in the system. Then when we want to pay to one ARB, we can create check. We can pay from our check, company check, to the ARB directly from here with this transaction. We'll use this slip type, company check issued to ARB. Okay. Then we will
Okay.
then we the check will go to the ARB. After that, the customer will collect it at the bank. We have one transaction also, transaction slip collect at the bank. We can use it, two transaction, number 11, and we have to use also number 02. Okay,
Okay.
we have
So
we have node
is this
11
scenario
and the
payment?
slip type is 02. Number 11 is node
So
and 02
uh,
slip.
Mr. Bilal, I just wanted to ask one thing. So this is company to ARP scenario is basically making payment to supplier.
Yes, making payment to supplier.
Okay, okay, all right, all right. Just to understand conceptually. Okay, you can continue. Yes.
Creating the company check, then giving it to ARB, supplier of course. Then when the supplier will collect this money, we will the bank telling us that the check is collected from the supplier. Then we can create this slip on our system collected at the customer. Okay.
Okay.
Of course, the customer he can return the invoice with this slip. Then we can return it from ARB to our portfolio from with this slip. Return from the customer. If it is NFS also, we can use this slip. Okay. I will share
Okay.
now Jaguar to see one example how we can do all these transactions.
All right, all right.
Is my screen loaded, my friend?
Now, yes, I can see Jaguar product.
Now you are seeing the Jaguar, correct?
Correct, correct.
Let us start, my friend. We have here under transaction, of course, we have in the definitions check and the promissory note. You can define our checks from here. Then we can
Okay.
you can use it on the transaction. If we start from here, we have here, of course, also we have two types of checks here. We have two types. One of them is
Customer.
check, another thing is promissory note.
Is that promissory note?
Promissory note, what the meaning of promissory note? Promissory note, maybe you can take promissory note from one customer, not check. It is exactly as a check, but in a different name. Maybe I will give to one example, but I don't remember one example about promissory note, my friend.
So, is it a debit
It is
slip
as
or a
example.
credit slip?
What? What?
Debit note or a credit note?
Credit note?
Is it a debit note, credit note slip kind of note, like promissory note?
Yes, yes, exactly like that. Yes.
Okay. Here, amount is not actually transferred, but the note is given that this will be transferred to you, right? In this way.
Where, my
Am I
friend?
correct?
Where?
In a promissory note, what happens? What happens is like the actually amount is not transferred, but it is a slip made that this amount will be transferred to you, or it will be credited to you.
Credited to me.
Uh, like, how can I explain you the example? Wait a minute, wait a minute. What happens is like for promissory notes, I guess what I know is like if I have to do a transaction, okay,
Yes.
yeah. So if I have to give as a company, I have to give payment to supplier, okay.
Yes.
So in that case, what I will do is I will not pay him by check. What I will do is I will create a promissory note, like a credit note.
Yes.
So that that means I am reserving some amount that amount for him, and but I am not actually paying to the supplier right now. I'm just
Yes.
reserving
Correct.
that.
Exactly like that, my friend.
Okay, okay. This is what promissory note does.
Yes, yes, exactly like that.
Okay. So this is just like debit note and credit note. Got it. Okay.
But we name it here as a promissory note, okay? Let us, you can from check and the promissory note, you can create your, as I told you, we have two types, customer check or company check. I will explain everything here on checks. I will not mention at all the promissory note because it is the same in our system as a
Okay.
logic, okay? Here we have, as I told you, we have customer check and company check. You can create as you want, company check or customer check. Then you can continue to do your transaction. Or we can create directly from transactions. We can go to here in transaction from check promissory note slips. When you receive one check, as I told you in the diagram, you have to go to see we have a lot of transactions here. You can make your tracking on the checks. Here the check entry, the first one as the diagram,
Okay.
check entry like that. Of course, you can directly, when you're receiving one invoice, when creating sales invoice, if you receive invoice from the customer, you can directly from the invoice also create check. We will take a look about this also when we finishing from this. We have to select the organization unit, then from which ARB code we receive this money, this check. If we have a salesperson, we can insert here. If we have contract, we can insert here. In the first step, see here, we haven't any check to receive it. We can create directly from here. See, add customer check. If we haven't, of course we haven't check, we receive as the first time, then the system will ask to insert the check. Here the value of the check may be 5,000. Here we have information or detail of the check. If we have the bank code or we inserted the bank code, we can select it from here. If we haven't, we can insert it manually. The program allows to us to insert it by selection, and we can insert it by manually. It is not logic to maybe in some countries it is not logic to insert all banks in the country or maybe in another country when we are receiving the checks from the customers, so that we inserting the or selecting the code from here, it is not mandatory. You can change it as you want. You can insert here the branch also, account number, and so you can insert the ban, blah blah blah, like that. Then you can save it. Now we have check with 5,000 values. Okay.
Okay.
Then we can create also, we can link it to the main charts like that. We can save it. This is the first slip, receiving check from customer.
Bilal, I want to know where is the narration mentioned? Is there any narration?
What, my friend?
Narration, check narration.
Narration, what the meaning of narration?
Bilal, this narration basically means that whatever checks you receive, when you do entry in system, we mention some description or notes on that particular transaction, that this particular check has been received on behalf of something XYZ. This is a check number dated XYZ, and all this detail we write it in description.
Yes, you can insert it, no problem.
So do we have any provision where we can put a description or something? Because we call it narration.
We have a description here. I will change the status again. We can see it from where? From the definitions, from the check and the promissory note. Here, one check. You can follow up your checks also from here, the status of your check. Here, see, you have operation status. When we're receiving the check here, the first status of this check is the location of this check is at our portfolio. We can take a look to inside this card. We have here, my friend, text. You need one field as a note.
Yeah, note. Check narration, wherein check number, check date, everything is
Here,
captured.
here we have account number, IBAN number. We have the bank code, branch code.
Check number, check
So
number.
we have check number is there na?
Correct.
Serial number.
We have
Okay,
serial
serial number.
number.
Yes, but you know, right? I got.
Hello.
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 Yes, I got it. But I will just like to tell you that for every transaction, what we do in India, we have to do mention some narration for that. What I mean by narration is what a one-line statement. Okay, one-line statement where it will state that. I will give you an example. For example, this is a check for 5,000 rupees, right? 5,000. So, in that description, what I will write, what we call as a narration, that this check number 789456 is being received, dated, what is today's date, 22/12/2016, for uh, for XYZ purpose. For we can say for service invoice, for or any retail invoice. So this is how we mention in description. We write this thing in description for every entry or every check or whatever transaction we do.
Yes.
We mention narration for that.
This will come when you printing the invoice, my friend. If you will print the transaction here when receiving the transaction, I understand you, my friend. Here, maybe if we put this notes here as a field, it will be more usable.
Other, we have something here
helpful,
total.
yeah.
Below total there was something. Where it went? Some another screen.
I go to the transaction, my friend. I go to the transaction.
See, here.
From inside
Here,
the
what is
transaction, I go to the check. Here,
below totals?
here if you
Below
want to print this check, you can print it. We have also design. No, not from here, sorry. From here, printing send. Let us see as a standard. See, we have a standard design here for check. You can change it as you want.
Okay. All right, no problem. I got it.
Okay, my friend?
Okay. Yes, perfect. No issues. You print.
After that, when we're receiving the check, we want to send it to the bank for collection. As I told you in the diagram, we have to use the check issued to bank for collection. Before that, we have to change the status to approved. After that, we have to create the next transaction, 5, check issued to bank for collecting. After that, we can choose our organization unit. Then we can choose the bank.
Sorry.
Bank accounts. For which bank account we send. Check issued to bank for collection. No. CBS 5 check issued to bank for collection. Correct. So wait 1 minute. What is the status of this? It's approved. Correct. No. We haven't banks here. We haven't here. See, my friend, when we create check issued to bank for collecting here. It asking us bank account, but we haven't bank account here for
Created no bank account.
clearing checks, correct? Because yesterday when we creating the accounts for banks that we have, I told you we will create some accounts depending on our examples, correct? Did we
All right, all
cover
right.
that? So that now we need one account, new account in the check, in the bank, sorry. The name of this account is clearing check. It will become inside our bank. I will close this windows. I will go to the bank account. Then I will create a new account under naming clearing checks. Okay.
Okay.
This clearing check I will put it in this account 01. Click like that. Auxiliary code. You can insert the ban also. Organization unit. Also here the default account is a very important thing. The default account, don't forget it, that when you're creating a clearing bank, you must told us to which current account this associated with. You have to choose from here current account of our bank, this I think. Then you have to choose also our GL connection group. Save. Did you got this, my friend? This is very important note.
Yes, yes, I got it.
When you're creating every another account, clearing check, also maybe you need to create loan checks or general loan or a credit card. Every another account you have to link to current account, okay, as a default,
Okay.
as I create here.
Okay, okay.
See, if you forget this, you will have not correct transaction later in GL.
Okay.
So I will back to the check promissory note slips. I will create here the 5 check collected at the bank. I will insert the organization unit, then I will insert the bank account. See, the bank account is coming to here now. Then I will select the check that I want to send it to bank.
Okay.
Like this. Don't forget to link it to 04 GL slip type. Like this. Change status. Approved.
So now the account, now it is sent for the collection, right?
Yes, now the check inside the bank ready for collection. Yes.
Ready for. All right. Okay.
Let's collect it on bank now. As the diagram, depending on the diagram, 09. After inside the 09, you have go to the 03. Collecting.
Add.
From here, we can choose the organization unit. You can select the check that the bank have. Select. The total is coming to here. Don't forget to insert. We can, of course, we can put as a default value. So don't forget to insert this value. Like that, and then we can change the status. Approved. After that, let us go to see what happened with our check in the check and payment. Let us see the status of the check now. See, we can see the transaction done to this check from here.
Check received.
Here
Okay.
at portfolio first, then issued to bank for collection, then collected and finished. See?
Okay. So at the time when it is collected, GL slip is generated, right?
What, my friend?
When the collection is completed, only after that GL slip will be generated. Yeah.
Of course, my friend, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
Like that, you can follow up your checks. I will create another example about company checks. Here for company checks, we have special thing here. We have checkbox. We have checkbox here. Where is the checkbox?
Up in definitions.
Inside the this is checkbox. From here you can define our checkbox like that. You can insert checkbox book 01 bank account, which bank account is belong this, but we have here we haven't also account that we can issue our money from the bank. So we have to create one account for this. I will go to there and create account for this purpose. Bank accounts.
Can't we create this existing account to this checkbook?
What?
Can't we link this existing bank accounts to that checkbook? We have already created banks, right?
Yes, of course.
Bank
You
account.
can link it directly, but to which account? Check issued. You have to create a new account inside the bank accounts. Here, clearing checks. Okay, the check issued. Sorry. What the meaning? Check issued. It's linked to this bank. Okay. Then we can insert.
Okay. Okay.
Here. You can insert the IBAN and you can insert organization unit, and then you can, as a default account, what here, it's very important information you have to select is it is linked to which current account is linked to this. Okay. Then you can choose also the collection code, then you can save it. After that, you can go to the you can go to the checkbox. You can create one. Checkbox, I mean check book, sorry, I mentioned it as a checkbox. See, now you can select our account. The name of this account is checked issued. Okay. Here you can create your serial number for papers. Maybe you have this serial number. The number of leaves maybe 15. Okay. Book type, we have many book types here.
It's in Turkey.
It's in Turkey.
Turkish language.
Let me just take one picture of this, my friend. 1 minute.
Yes, please do that. Please.
The meaning of this book type, the meaning of it, tijari, that is commercial, not commercial, like that. Okay, so we can use commercial from here. Then we can go to here. We have here one button here, generate pages. Then 15 paper will be generated, 15 check. Okay, as our serial number. Okay, is this clear, my friend?
Yes, it is clear.
After we generating these papers, the checkbooks will be ready. After that, we can create our check transactions. From here, we know we need now our example to pay money by check to one supplier.
Yeah. Okay.
See, as our diagram, we can use 03 as a first step. Here, check issued to ERB. We can choose the organization unit here. Here we can asking us to insert the customer, the supplier, sorry. Then we can asking here to select customer check. This is the meaning with endorsement. See, you can, if you have any check on your portfolio, you can select it and endorse this check to another customer. Okay.
Okay, check which we collected previously.
Yes, or you can add your check here, company check. Serial number, you can choose it before inserting the serial number. You can choose the check pages from here. See, you can search, of course. We will choose one. See, all information is coming automatically to here. When you choose one paper, all information is coming automatically. Okay?
Yeah.
Then we can insert the value of this check. Then we can save it, 2000, like that. Then don't forget to insert the GL slip type. Changing the status is very important also. Approve. Then after that, depending on the diagram, what we must do, 11 and then 02 collected at customer. 11 then 02 collected at customer. Maybe returned from customer, we can use this, but it's collected on the bank, like that. We can select the check from here, 2000. Then you can save it. Then change the status to approved. After that, let us go to the check. Payment collection, payment collection, check promissory note. This is our company check. We can go to inside of them to see is collected. See, company check and collected.
Collected. Okay.
By this process, my friend, you can follow up, you can track your checks. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Of course, we have filters here. You can see which slips is collected, not collected.
Okay.
Customer
Okay.
checks, not company checks. Draft approved. At portfolio, you need to know what we have checks in that portfolio. You can know what checks is endorsement. All of the things you can get from here directly to follow up.
Yeah, these are filters. Okay.
Also, I mentioned also I need to see you can also directly from sales invoice, you can create also, you can collect one invoice by check directly. Let us create one sales invoice.
Okay.
See the balance is 3,000 now. This material. After we approving, we can generate payment. You can generate payment with two ways. You can generate directly to the safe deposit. You can also collect the invoice, this invoice by the cash, sorry, by the safe deposit, cash on hand. Like that, when you're choosing the safe deposit, you need to collect it by safe deposit here. You have to go to this button, and from here you have to select, you will collect it by cash. Then you can select the safe deposit that you have, you want to collect from. Then you can press save. Then you can generate the collection slip inside the safe deposit. Here we have one restriction here.
This we can remove from this controller option.
We can remove it from the controller option. So no problem.
Budget control. Okay, so this you have created using safe deposit transaction.
Yes, like this, it is this invoice collected from safe deposit transaction. I will copy this invoice, and so again copy, save, change status to approve. After that, I will maybe the customer pay the total invoice by check. Correct?
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Now we can collect it by check. From here we can select this invoice, and we can select here
Payment collection by check.
where you're reading this document.
Second,
Payment
third option.
by check, yes.
Yeah.
Let us see if we have here some information we have to insert. Here the payment type by check. Then we can create here what the type of this slips. Check received, see, 01.
Correct.
Because we haven't checked, we have to create a new check from here. I will insert information with no meaning. The total of the check of must be exactly the total of invoice. Sorry, I forget the total of invoice. Okay. Like that, my friend. Then save. Like that. After that, if we go to the check slips, if we go to the check slip, we will find here in check promissory note slips, we will find check receivable, this check. Let us go inside. This is our check. After that, we can approve it, change status to, it's coming as approved. Fantastic. Then we can create another transaction. We can go to the check issued to bank for collecting, blah, 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 like that. Is this clear, Mr. Samit?
Yes, the process is clear regarding the check and bank. It's clear, perfect.
Do you have the diagram that I have?
I don't have that diagram. It would be good if you will share with me this diagram.
Yes, I will send it by
Thank you.
when we finish from this lecture.
So, one more thing. So you're done with this process, right? Bank and checks. Bilal?
What, my friend?
We have completed with this bank and check process, right?
Yes, like that, we completing the process of banks and safe deposit and ARB slips from finance.
All right, all right. Anything more from today?
We have another things, my friend, but it is advanced. It is not a time to explain it now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, then before that, I will like to ask you a few questions. This is Akshay here. We have this bank. Do you have anything related to bank reconciliation in system?
We have what, my friend? Bank?
Bank reconciliation.
What's the meaning of bank reconciliation?
That is what basically when you create this checks and bank payments and bank slips and all. So when you do this transaction, this is it is in system, right? It is not exactly we are posting it in bank. So when we are creating checks and all, so when we get the bank statement from bank, we get a Excel sheet, right, from banks, that this is your statement, these are the checks which have been settled, which have been credited to your account, this is the particular transaction with the reference date, amount and the check number. We receive all Excel file from bank,
Yes.
right? So what is the provision, what we call a bank reconciliation is what? So once it is confirmed that this check has been deposited to the bank or it has been withdrawn from the bank, then that posting should be done only after this reconciliation is happened. Reconciliation basically checks that this particular transaction, like my check is deposit, I just mark it check and that I just tick it, and that basically this transaction has been confirmed and my posting has been done. Because before that we can't have 100% sure that if that check is bounced or if that I mean if that check is returned or if that check is deposited or withdrawn amount. So we don't have any confirmation unless and until the transaction is all happened at bank level, right? So for that we need some screen where we can reconcile. Reconcile basically we need to match that this has been cleared, this has not been cleared, or this is been pending or returned, something like that. Do we have some provision like that,
We haven't.
or we just create these documents, return document and all? We don't have any one screen where we can reconcile the bank statement.
We haven't, my friend, but we can. You can follow up from here only. I understand you, my friend, but we haven't, as I told, as you mentioned. Sorry, we can. You can only follow up from here. Your checks, but without
Okay,
any
okay. So basically,
you can if
okay.
it's
So
collected or not
you
collected, but without
okay here you can
any another transaction.
Okay, so I can't do it in one screen for all, right? I have to go individual check. I have to mark it as collected or not.
Yes, from here, from filters, you can filter. Depending on the filtering, you can follow up your checks, but without
Okay.
any other transaction depending on
No,
that.
I would like to tell you that we have, in here how it works in India. We have this ERP software, which has functionality when we can just import the Excel file which you receive from bank, and system does automatically, confirmation that it has been collected or it has been returned or it has been cancelled. So this all automatically bank statement does when you import that Excel sheet to system. This reconciliation, or what do we say, that operation status change is done automatically. So we have any such provision or we don't have it?
Yes, we have, my friend. If you have, if you can generate one document about this status, you can send to us. Then we can generate in our system, no problem.
No, I mean I'm telling you with the reference of bank statement. If I get a bank statement, I should get you. I mean, what I'm telling you, that it should get automatically. I mean, we can just upload that Excel file and the status should automatically change as per my statement,
Yes, yes,
my bank
my
statement.
friend, I understand you. But this ability we haven't in our system now.
Okay, okay,
Then
So there is no
if
provision to upload.
if you want, you can create one ticket about this. You want this, okay? Then we can do it to you, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
Because
got
okay.
it.
But existing we
this
don't have it.
request is coming from two customers till now. They want like as you mentioned.
Bank reconciliation. This is
Yes,
like we call it as a bank reconciliation
yes,
and
exactly.
statement upload. Okay,
Send
okay.
to us one ticket and display and explain this, my friend, in this ticket.
Okay,
Okay?
no problem.
If you have one Excel file, also you can attach this Excel file to Excel to the ticket.
It's difficult, but we'll try to, get the Excel file of the statement, bank statement. We'll try to get it.
It will be useful if you get it, my friend.
Sure, sure.
Definitely.
We'll,
Yeah,
we'll, we'll,
we'll try.
we'll definitely try to get that one Excel sheet, sample Excel sheet for you.
Okay, my friend. It will be fantastic.
Okay. So Sumit has few more questions.
Uh, Bilal, how can we maintain our borrowings and investment in this system? Like borrowings as in loan and investment.
Return, my friend. Your accent is so not clear, my friend.
Okay, okay, okay. I will clearly
You
talk.
repeat the question again and again.
Yeah. So I want to know how we can maintain the investments what we have done and borrowings it means loan. Am I clear now?
The sound is cut out. Repeat again. Borrows,
How can we maintain in our system investments, company investments?
investments,
Yeah, and second is borrowings, like
like loans.
loan, borrowing.
Yes, we have
What is the
this, my
process?
friend. We have this. Today we haven't time to explain this. Tomorrow maybe remember me to explain it to how we can working on this tomorrow.
Okay, okay, no issues. Problem. Okay, no problem with that. Tomorrow we can go through that part also.
Do you have another question I can answer to you very fast?
No, it's okay for today now.
It's okay.
So will we have more things on our list, right? I mean, you will teach us more thing. We will demonstrate. Other than this.
Tomorrow we will talk about GL, but talking
Okay.
about GL, we will go through all modules from from the fixed asset, sales, purchase. We will see how all modules affect to the general ledger. and
Okay.
we will go to see how we can generate also the finance tables. We will see also how we can create the chart of account,
Okay.
hierarchical chart of account. Also, we will see a lot of things tomorrow, inshallah. If we have, if we need, if tomorrow, if we will see if we need another session, we will make another session, no problem.
Okay. Okay. No issue. Okay then.
For today, I will finish the session, my friend. If you haven't any question.
No, today it's fine. It's okay for today.
Okay, have a nice day, Mr. Samit and Akshay.
Yeah. Have a nice day to you. Same.
Have a nice day. Thank you. Thank you for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you for
Thank you
attending.
very much.
Thank you. Bye bye.
You will share this file, like the image file.
What, my friend?
This image file.
Yes, yes. The
Bank.
diagram?
Yeah, the diagram.
Yes, I will send to you now.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you to you also, my friend. Bye bye.
Yeah.
Take care.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
day.